Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Who should be Raila Odinga's running mate in 2022? That's the question which most Kenyans are currently asking. In your honest opinion, who should that person be? I want to give you a list. Peter Kenneth, Martha Karua, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Peter Munya, James Mwangi. From that list, who do you think fits the bill? Because from all indications, Peter Kenneth is actually emerging as the favorite candidate for Raila Odinga's running mate in 2022. But is Peter Kenneth the right candidate? And can Peter Kenneth deliver the presidency to Raila Odinga and the larger Mount Kenya region votes? Because you all know that there are several factors which are considered for one to become or to be declared a running mate. For anyone to be chosen as a running mate, there are several factors which must be considered. The first factor which must be considered is the numbers. Politics is a game of numbers. A running mate should be someone who should be able to deliver numbers. Can Peter Kenneth deliver numbers to Raila Odinga? And which numbers are we talking about? The numbers we are talking about are the numbers from the larger Mount Kenya region. From the larger Mount Kenya region, if you've been following their events, Peter Kenneth is normally given preference. And according to the pecking order or protocol, he normally speaks after most governors and MPs, which means from the larger Mount Kenya's perspective, Peter Kenneth is already a candidate. Raila Odinga, I'm told, is considering choosing someone from the larger Mount Kenya region for several reasons. Should I go ahead? One of the reasons is that Mount Kenya region, as we speak, don't have a presidential candidate. So it means their numbers are going to be key. Raila Odinga and his handlers believe that he can easily get a good number of votes from the larger Mount Kenya region with the support of President Uhuru Kenyatta. That's number one. Number two, there is also the possibility of Uhuru Kenyatta supporting him. So if Uhuru Kenyatta were to support Raila Odinga, then the larger Mount Kenya region can vote for him. So you believe so. So the game of numbers. In the last election, Raila Odinga had Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. If I were to choose, I would go for Kalonzo Musyoka even today. Because with Kalonzo, you are sure of the Ukambani voting bloc. Again, if Kikuyus and the larger Mount Kenya region can give Raila more votes than Ukambani, it's up to him. I don't know. So the first thing is game of numbers. Number two is ability to raise campaign money. You know, sometimes you must have the money to campaign. The money will facilitate a lot of things. Can Peter Kenneth succeed in helping Raila Odinga raise money? On that, I give him tick. The tycoons in the larger Mount Kenya region are fully behind Peter Kenneth. So he can easily help Raila Odinga raise the much needed money for the campaigns. Then there is the ability to campaign on his own. You see, like today, Musalia Mudavadi led UDA brigades in some campaigns in Nairobi. One of the questions people have been asking is, can William Ruto's brigades campaign alone if the deputy president is out of the picture? Raila Odinga's brigades are able, because we saw Peter Munya campaigning in Meru. We saw Joho leading campaigns in Mombasa. Oparanya has been leading campaigns in Western Kenya. Simba Arati and the group leading some successful campaigns in Kisii. So a running mate must be someone who is actually able to lead campaigns when the captain is out, like what Raila did to Mwai Kibaki. Then the national image. Peter Kenneth, does he command a national image? Is he respected, or is someone who will need introduction? Peter Kenneth will not need introduction, just like Kalonzo Musyoka. But who are the possible options for Peter Kenneth? Because in this video, I want us to look at whether Peter Kenneth can actually deliver the presidency to Raila Odinga. Who are the options? There was Martha Karua. Martha Karua has stated severally now that for her, she's going to be the governor for Kirinyaga, which rules her out of the equation. Then there was Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria was being speculated that he was a Trojan horse in Uhuru Kenyatta's camp, in William Ruto's camp, But Moses Kuria, I don't think he will be able to do much, especially the fact that he's been hospitalized for a long time. And the fact that he's sending mixed signals based on where the current is. If the current is favoring Uhuru and Raila, that's where Moses Kuria is. If the current is favoring Ruto, that's where he is. So he's out. Peter Munya, again, in my considered opinion, Peter Munya is also a very good choice for running mate. Number one, he will help in consolidating Mount Kenya East. Peter Munya is lethal. I mean, he's firebrand. But of course, someone was telling me that you don't need a firebrand Raila Odinga and a firebrand Peter Munya. And of course, Raila Odinga is no longer firebrand. So he needs a firebrand. Someone like Joho Munya. Then there is James Mwangi, that talk that we needed a fresh beginning. But I don't think James Mwangi will be interested. And at some point, someone was telling me that there was some people were considering Amos Kimunya. And that's why he was elevated. For those who followed him, he was elevated from being a member, just a member of parliament, to become a majority leader at the National Assembly so that he could have that platform. But according to those people, he has gone down a bit now. But can Peter Kenneth deliver the presidency to Raila Amolo Odinga? That's the question which we are going to look at. Again, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, just click the subscribe button. And by the way, the subscribers, I really love you guys. We are already at 151,000 subscribers. Remember the numbers I gave yesterday. Again, we've increased big time. Can Peter Kenneth deliver the presidency? That will depend with several factors. The first factor is the support from other potential running mates. For example, if Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will agree to work with Raila Odinga without being a running mate, then it means Peter Kenneth will add value. If, for example, Martha Karua of One Kenya Alliance Movement will agree to join hands with Uhuru Kenyatta and then support Peter Kenneth from the larger Mount Kenya region, again, Peter Kenneth will be able to deliver. If, for example, Peter Munya will support him, because Peter Munya can decide that I'm the senior most now, everybody was looking up to me, but now you guys are not with me, what else? He can decide to rebel, then complicate the equations in Meru. So the support of these potential running mates is going to be very important. And that's why Raila Amolo Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta, if they are serious about the presidency, must go straight to these guys. If they've already identified Peter Kenneth as their preferred presidential, running mate, then they must go to these other guys, talk to them, convince them, so that they don't feel the same experience where One Kenya Alliance was there. Then before they knew, William Ruto had already raided that. So the support is going to get from the potential running mate will determine whether he will be successful or not. Number two is what I call UDA party mistakes. You know, UDA party is the dominant party as we speak in the larger Mount Kenya region. But they can make mistakes. One of the mistakes they can make is to overlook Mount Kenya region and say, nominate Musalia Mudavadi as the running mate. In that case, Peter Kenneth and the group can go forcefully to the ground and tell the people of the larger Mount Kenya region that, look here, for us, we are giving you this, but these guys are giving you nothing. The other thing is they can make a mistake of appointing someone weak. Like someone was telling me, I was reading somewhere, that William Ruto is keen on appointing weak governors from the larger Mount Kenya region so that he can control them after the elections. He can apply the same. He can decide to go for someone he considers weak. Then, once he's elected, then that person can now be a puppet. Someone who cannot become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. So if he's going to make certain mistakes, if UDA will make certain mistakes, then it will make the work of Peter Kenneth and those who support Azimio la Umoja movement very easy. So that's going to be another factor. Number 3, in my view, is the ground reaction to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is yet to hit the ground running, campaigning for Raila Odinga. In fact, how the ground is going to receive Uhuru Kenyatta will determine whether Raila Odinga is going to become the president or not. So assuming today the president goes to the larger Mount Kenya region for the first time and is embraced fully, they start viewing him as one of their own. What will it mean? It will mean that the support of Raila Odinga is going to increase. Automatically, the support of Peter Kenneth is going to increase. In fact, the president can even explain to them that Peter Kenneth has the potential of being elected the president of the Republic of Kenya in future based on his age, the fact that he's acceptable across the country, the fact that he has a track record. If you compare, for example, to Rigathi Gachagua, who can elect Rigathi Gachagua in this Republic of Kenya? Okay, Central Kenya can vote for him, post William Ruto, but which other part of the country can vote for Rigathi Gachagua? Alice Wahome, who can? Because William Ruto has narrowed it to those 2 people. Who can vote for Alice Wahome as the next president of the Republic of Kenya? Very few people beyond the larger Mount Kenya region. Just like in Doland, there's so many popular leaders from Doland, but they can't be elected beyond Doland. So the way the ground is going to react to Uhuru Kenyatta's endorsement and campaigns, because Uhuru Kenyatta is going to start hitting the ground running for Raila Odinga very soon. How is the ground going to react? If the ground is going to be receptive, good for Peter Kenneth. If the ground is going to be hostile, bad for him. Number 4 is what I call post-2022 politics. Let's face the reality. Politics is about interest. And in this country, the people who understand politics so well are the people from the larger Mount Kenya region. Where will their interest be catered for post-2022? And who can serve their interest better? If in their own calculations, they figure out that their interest can be served well in Raila Odinga's camp, Peter Kenneth will succeed because they'll support him, he will succeed. But if they'll figure out that the person who can serve their interest is none other than William Samoei Arap Ruto, then Peter Kenneth will have trouble. Peter Kenneth will have trouble. So the 2022 politics, actually post-2022 politics, is going to also determine who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya, and it's also going to determine whether Peter Kenneth can actually succeed in delivering the larger Mount Kenya votes to Raila Odinga. And lastly, the tycoons from the region. Who are they going to support? Because you need the money. If the tycoons will accept to rally behind Peter Kenneth, then rest assured that Peter Kenneth will have enough resources. With enough resources, you can shake the ground. There are so many popular politicians outside there, but they can't make any impact because they don't have the money. Give them the money, give them the media, give them resources, they'll do wonders. So Peter Kenneth getting full support and backing of the tycoons will be to his advantage. Because, for example, William Ruto is a billionaire who understands the power of money in politics. Rigathi Gachagua, for example, is a billionaire who understands that his political life now depends on being a running mate. If, for example, or actually depends on Ruto becoming the president. If, for example, Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua decides to comb Mount Kenya with the resources, they'll do that. So Peter Kenneth must have people behind him, people who can actually fund his campaign, people who can pump billions into that campaign. That's my take. Bye-bye, guys. It's a good feeling that at least you who is watching now, you watch this video up to this stage. Thank you, man. There's nothing which can describe the feeling that at least someone somewhere watched this video up to this moment at exactly 14 minutes, 30 seconds. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. I didn't want this video to go up to 15 minutes. Enjoy your day.